Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This time I want to show you the submissions that some of you sent me as the challenge entries. A quick recap for those who don't know what I'm talking about. Before Christmas I got a favor request of creating a small ascii RPG. Then I thought I would present it on the channel. In that video I show you the basic game and one with additions. And I told you if I get 20 likes on the video, I'll make a tutorial. We reached it quite fast, so I knew what I had to do. But I thought why not force my community by making a challenge. So I proposed it in a video, then uploaded 4 tutorials day by day. Participants had to create a game based on my guidance and send it to me. Okay. To be honest, I did not think anyone would join, but then, not even one, but 4 of you. Well, I'm quite surprised, in a really good way. So thanks for all of you who sent me an entry. I'll show you some gameplay alongside with explanation about the features they included. The first game came from Syd the Kyd, who I've seen on YouTube with the name of Calimarium. They told me this is their first big Python project, and boy, I was really curious about the result, and I loved it so much. Let's dive into the Draegan's Lair. Oh my god, okay, this is looking pretty lit. When we open up the game, we are greeted with a nice logo and instructions for the map. Wow, okay. A big difference that you will notice is that there are different maps. Within these areas we can roam freely while seeing the enemies as well. How cool is that? But also there are hidden enemies that can surprise you. Giant spider has snuck up on you. I did not expect that. Another cool feature is that you can rest at the inn, but this way the monsters will respawn. I hear that monsters come back overnight. If you need more monsters to kill, maybe getting some rest would be the best. Nice rhyme, dude. The more we advance on the map, the stronger enemies we encounter. And guess what? There are 2 bosses. The first one is called Blackwood. Location Blackwood's lab. The lab is full of monsters in test tubes, and a large creature in a lab coat roars at you. Okay. I'm excited. Jeez. It has 100 HP. Okay, let's see. If we defeat him, we can progress to the so-called second part of the game. There's another town and different enemies. You were able to take down the evil Blackwood? We need someone like you. A clever addition is that the items in the shop are more expensive. There isn't much narrative, but every map has its own description, which makes it even more exciting. You hear strange screeching sounds. Epic. The story was well made. I was really curious about every part until the end. One more cool feature I found is that when you die after meeting the mayor, you will be respawned at the inn. Amazing! Low health warning. Let's die. You see a white light and pass out. You have to continue. You wake up in the inn with the mayor staring down at you. Don't scare me like that. I thought you were dead. Here, take this. You might need it later. The mayor gave you a health potion. Your pockets feel lighter. And my gold is gone. But I have one more potion and I'm not dead. What surprised me is that the game was completed in no time, and the code is like 5 times longer than the tutorial game's script. And I must mention that there were no crashes. Flawless game, my friend. So overall, it was an amazing experience. Your game and enthusiasm is inspirational. Thanks a lot for joining my challenge, Syd. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you around. Now, moving forward, our next entry is from sh_40. As far as I know, this is a first Python project as well, so I was really interested in the outcome. Let me show you the error of the Warden. Story again? Yes. Hello, mister! What is man? My name is Mika. What is your name? Just call me Adrian. Nice to meet you, Adrian. So Adrian, we need your help. Now! Okay, but what happened? The zombies are coming for us, and only the sword of life can kill them. Why should I do this? The one who was bullied for being so weak, and now you think I can do this? Alright, let's try it. This is great. What we can see already from the main menu is that we have a really interesting and intriguing story waiting for us to unfold. There are some cool ascii art about the characters and the equipment as well. Unfortunately, the game crashed a lot. The loading didn't work as well, but I tried over and over again to explore as many aspects of the game as I could. I was restless to find out more about the story since I thought it's really interesting. The text was a bit hard to read, more because of the spacing. The grammar wasn't a big problem. The map consists of 4 different tiles and they have their own individual features. For example, when I entered the caves, I was greeted with a boss fight with a lot of great narrative. Mikael, what is that? I don't know. The ground is moving. Watch out! What is this glowing rock? I think this is osmium. Is it this expensive metal? Of course it is. But this is a really big one.
What are you doing in my territory?
Sorry, mister. We are going now. Since while moving around the hills and the woods crashed the game, I went for the 4th area, which resulted in a kinda plot twist. You can see that the game has a pretty good backstory, which has a lot of potential. The boss was too OP for me to defeat, but it's alright. Okay. Now I'm dead. Hope you enjoyed. Quick character painting. Mikael. I mean, this guy is... this guy is cute. Yeah. Error. Another thing that I want to mention is that there are resources. I did not find any use of these items, but I know that the time was strict. Maybe it's in the code, just not implemented. Overall, I really appreciate the effort. I see that you put some great work into the game, my friend. With some polishing, this game would be outstanding. So keep creating SH40. There are a lot of games ahead of you to make, and I wish the best for you. Thank you for joining my challenge. Moving on to the 3rd entry, this one is coming from Soul123 Dark. There are some interesting features waiting for me to present, so let's see the text adventure. I was told the game may crash, and unfortunately it did, but it didn't stop me from trying out all the features and meeting the boss. We start at the city first with a questionably big amount of money. What? I have 500 gold. I don't know if this is supposed to be this much, but I found out that it might be intentional since money was hard to farm in this game. There are 3 kinds of merchants and an inn, which is a nice addition. I visited the armorer first, but I wanted to explore before buying anything. One mentionable thing is that the map is procedurally generated. How cool is this? There's also legend for the map, so we can know where things are. Besides, we can check our stats and inventory. I was told that the game has 2 bosses. The first one is a troll that guards the bridge. Sheesh, what is happening? Walking over the bridge is the only safe way to pass the river. What was that ground noise? A giant, menacing troll appeared on the other side of the bridge and runs towards you. Defeat the troll. Oh my god. In my second playthrough, I was spawned outside the river, so I didn't have to defeat the boss. Is this a bug or a feature? I don't know. Yet it's worth defeating the troll, since I learned that wolf hide, iron ore and troll hide is required to craft armor pieces that absorb damage. This is a really cool feature. Resource gathering and crafting. Totally approved. A troll leather armor, quite impressive. Alright, so we have the best armor. When fighting, we have the option to attack, to use potions, even magic, or run away. Let me tell you, the fire rune is OP in a good way. Now, I guess we can use magic. Fireball, okay. Whoa! That was some insta-kill. The other rune can be used to heal. I'm curious about the sacred rune. May I be able to sustain even greater pain? Unfortunately, when using a mana potion, the game crashes, so I had to skip that. The second boss is at the castle that can be opened with the dark sigil, which is found by the alchemist. I went for the boss fight and I was greeted with a pretty cool narrative. As you look around, you see a hole in the center of the room from which a gigantic snake with wings arises. Sheesh. It lifts up its upper body and you recognize that it wields 2 gigantic blades with its arms? What? Fight for your life! The boss was too OP, but I didn't mind. There are other features in the code, like a traveling merchant, random caves, a quest, that are not implemented. Again, due to the lack of time, that one is on me. In a nutshell, I really enjoyed this game, even if it crashed sometimes. I'm grateful for your submission, Soul123 Dark. Please keep up the good work with the game development. I hope to see you next time in another challenge as well. And we reached our last entry, which is coming from Ominous2212. The game is called The Dragon Knight, and I can already tell you that it will be good. Let's see. At the start we are greeted with color text. Man, I love color text, good job. And when we go into the rules, see for yourself. what do we have here? So this is a complete map. Oh my god, this looks so good. I was amazed by this map, the different tiles and their functionality. And also the interface was so well made. Okay, so this is pretty cool. I see. So we have a pretty huge map. I could already see the quality work that was put into this project. There's a leveling system, defense stat, warnings, etc. And the position marker on the map is quite clever. The battle screen is nice as well. I love this separate experience, level up and loot notifications. Okay, 5 damage to the wall, 5 damage to me. Okay, it's dead. I defeated the wolf, I got 3 experience points. Great, okay. Loot, so there's some loot, okay. In the shop we have the usual items, except the teleport stone, which I get back to later. A great idea to avoid getting OP is to cap the weapon level. A mentionable feature is that the merchant heals you up a little if you're in a bad shape. So cool. Oh, you look in bad shape, oh. Now this is cool, okay, use this, you heal a little. Wow, thank you. As you can see, there's a mini-boss in the game, the knight who will let you pass the bridge only if you're strong enough. Sheesh, okay, I think I'm kind of powerful enough. I use a potion, I will defeat this foe. Okay, the knight is defeated. Wow, 40 experience! 50 gold, okay. And an elixir, this is amazing. The Knight of the Bridge, good luck warrior. Haha, thanks man. I thought the witch is a boss as well, but turns out she's nice and gave me a shield. And then, the teleport stone is so epic. It lets you teleport back to the shop anytime, or even teleport you to the boss if you've been there already. Now your teleport stone can bring you here. What if I turn back? Oh, okay, this is a pretty cool feature actually. It means if I, need some more supplies, I can just type 6, I'm back at the shop, buy some stuff, and then type 7 and go back to the Dragon's Lair. What I can tell you is that this game is perfectly balanced and it's really fun to play it. The map movement, the level up, and all the other features are so exciting. I'm glad I could play this game and that there were no crashes. Ominous2212, you did an outstanding job and I'm thankful for you for joining my challenge. Keep up the good work and make more amazing games like this. So, now a recap at the end. I did not regret making this challenge since I had the chance to meet these 4 amazing people who created these awesome games. They all had pretty unique and fun ideas and there were no 2 similar games. Be sure to check out their socials, they deserve a big applause. Once again, Syd the Kyd, SH40, Soul123Dark and Ominous2212, I'm proud of you. Thank you guys for joining, it was a memorable experience. Be sure to keep creating. Thank you so much for watching, let me know if you'd like more challenges like this in the future. Be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more, I will have something special for you next time. Until then, stay safe and take care.